lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
Hello. Sorry, y'all. I thought I had set this sucker for 3:30, not 3 o'clock, 3:30, but it was debatable. I was like 3:30, I don't know, somewhere in my mind, obviously, I said 3 o'clock. I don't know. Sorry about that. But, nevertheless, here we are. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you can't, I don't know. Charlie Girl always says she can hear everything around here, and the dryer is going over there. And it's a ways from me, but she can always hear everything real good. Which I do not know where Charlie Girl or Jenna or I don't know where anybody is today, y'all. What is today? Saturday, right? They're probably out living a life. I tell you. And I have not. I've caught here and there on the goings on these YouTube streets. A little bit of JLR over there. Followed that. Charlie Girl fed me in a little bit of what was going on over there. Some of the Perp Diddy situation. Yeah. How can any, I don't know. It's just too much, I think. You heard me during the intro. You could hear my background during the intro. What was that? I don't even know what I was saying. Making coffee, be back. Yeah, making coffee, be back. I got my coffee. I'm on my second cup. Got the nightlife to live tonight, so just had my first cup earlier. I'm like, ooh, let me get some more coffee here real quick. It was weird. Were you hearing me? I don't know. You shouldn't have heard. I don't know, because it was playing the other video, so I don't know why it would be hearing anything. I'm saying. Or talking to people, you know. Lily bit over there making a fuss. Yeah, you hear? There she goes, fussing again. But yeah, on these YouTube streets here, there's stuff, y'all. What in the world? I know, you know, there was a call, and this was all about those photos still, you know. I know there's an issue of, 2 years later, you're still talking about it. Well, 2 years later, people still haven't stepped up and told the truth. So there's that. I don't know, Walter. You may have hacked into my computer. But either way, I know there was another call with Ann. Well, I did jump on. I was a little late to it, but I did jump on and hear some of it and got filled in on the rest that I had missed. I'm not sure how it is you can go and do something like that and then make yourself a victim or other people make you the victim. I think that's pretty sick and twisted. Absolutely. Not sure how that works. You sit there and ain't none of them. No, not one of them telling the whole truth. They're willing to tell the truth on everybody else but themselves. Except for, I have to say, though, people want to say, well, sassy this, sassy that. Sassy came forward a long time ago. She absolutely did. And she told her part as well. I have to say, I think she's probably the only one who has. Fully, full disclosure. And I know it wasn't an easy thing for her to do, having to admit everything, but she did. So you wonder why people aren't, hey, Miss T, Georgetta, hey, everybody. I know it wasn't easy for her to do, but she did it. So if you wonder why people aren't like sassy this and sassy that, because Sassy already came forward telling everything. I know Mackenzie. And all I can say during all of it is you weren't having those issues. You weren't crying and everything when you were doing it. You weren't upset inside yourself when you were doing it. Not at all. Yeah, they didn't mind doing it. Yeah. Well, I guess if they have to admit that they had a part, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure how Perp over there can sit there and try to act like she didn't, try to come across innocent, like she didn't do any of it, Hey, Tat Jack, but you most certainly did when you fired up your live. Intentionally to do it. Yeah, Mackenzie, they thought it was funny as shit at the time. Cackling and cackling and cackling. It was just so funny to do that. So, you want to know why Sassy doesn't get mentioned a whole lot? It's because she already came forward. The part's already been laid to rest, so to speak, A I don't know how in the world you could sit there and try to play innocent, but you didn't have anything to do with it when it was your live. You fired up to do it. Oh, Linda was. What did she do yesterday? Oh, I didn't even know Tony was live yesterday. What'd you do in Tony's? Susan's. Oh, and Susan. Oh, yeah, Susan was live. I caught a couple minutes of that, but fell back asleep, so I'm not sure what it was. What was Susan? What was Linda doing over there? Oh, Mrs. T. I know, and she was worried about Benny. Of course, Mrs. T, you know you got blamed for that, right? You don't see. I know Sassy's laid low. I'm saying this was when it all kicked off. Sassy had already come forward pretty quick. She did. She absolutely did. I'm not sure why, and why are you worried about Sassy? Why are you worried about Sassy? Yeah, exactly. It all stemmed from her Perp's Discord and YouTube panel. So she had the Discord. You can sit there and say, well, I told her not to be posting that shit. Really? So how is it you sit there and say you don't post it, and don't try to take that when you fired up live after live after live discussing them and talking about that. That's not someone who says, hey, I'm not agreeing with us. It's it's a horrible thing. Don't do that. When you go live, laughing and snickering about it. Ah, she accidentally typed in there. What'd she type, Mackenzie? See, I didn't. I caught a couple minutes of Susan's live. Wasn't much happening when I popped in there. Should have known. Probably should rewatch it. Yeah, I know, Mrs. T. But apparently, you're getting blamed for contacting Benny. But Tiffany Marie saying that Hurt did some stuff with her picture, a picture of her as well, or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And, it's funny when you put the information out there, how many other people come forward. How many other people come forward? Jeez, man. And everybody thought Doug was the issue. Makes you wonder. Yeah, that's true, Mackenzie. She claims she wasn't in there. Georgia, you were in there being an asshole. Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know? Is it an asshole or a truth teller? Sometimes truth tellers are assholes, right? Truth tellers are the ones painted to be crazy and, oh my gosh, delusional and out there, right? Oh, trust and believe, I know that one. But stick with the crazy, man. Stick with the crazy. It works. You that crazy? Well, I guess you're so crazy you can't do anything, huh? That's what I'm gonna stick with. I just don't understand the whole how Anne became the victim in all this. I'm just curious. Could somebody explain that to me? How any of them can become a victim in all of this? All right, do it, Mackenzie. Speak your mind. And Susan let you, right? She didn't block you, delete you, get you out of there. Ooh, ouch. That had to have hurt somebody, huh? Had to have heard him. Yeah, exactly, Georgiana. You fire up that live and you allow, you allow it and participate in it. Oh, who's going to have the surgery first? Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Well, here's the thing. You got blocked twice? Oh, no way. Oh, Lord. Was it from Susan? Probably not from Susan, though. Who's she having some mod over there? One of them a mod? That'd probably be why you do that, I guess. Golly days. The blocking going on there, too. Well, it'd have to be from one of them, I'm sure. I don't know, unless Susan did it. I mean, Susan going back to playing sides? I don't know. Yeah, that's right. You play, you pay. That's right, Miss T. I mean, you did it. Now you want to act innocent. Oh, that drives me nuts. It's like, whatever. Hey, Kim. Yeah, it's a great Saturday. It'd be a great Saturday night. Hey, fancy, listening in the bushes. I don't know who is that? I don't know who that is, Mackenzie. Oh, no. That's somebody in Perk's channel. Yeah, so it's one of their. Did Susan tell him not to block? That's what she should have been telling him. Don't be blocking people. She's playing Perp's good side, huh? Well, Susan, I'm sorry, but Perp doesn't have a good side, sweetie. It's a bad one. That's a bad one. Buckeye. Hey, Quinn. Well, I don't know. Buckeye's been real quiet unless she's under another account now. She's been real quiet. Quiet as a mouse over there, huh? But, I mean, if you listen to everybody, they all telling each other, so you kind of have a really good whole story. Buckeye is the one who did say that Levitt sent them, so that has been said out there. And by the way, there is a recording somewhere. We'll find it. It may take a little bit, but it's out there. It's out there, and there's definitely screenshots where they were accused. They accused Jenna of sending those pics to 4 different people. Who were those 4? But they did. It was put out there, and Perp did mention it on more than one live. It'll be found. Don't worry. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. It'll be located and then pulled up and played on a loop somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, where'd they come up with that, Quinn? Where'd they come up with those? Oh, yeah, Mrs. T. Don't we, Mrs. T, y'all caught that, right? She's like, you're posting these videos about pigeon. You think pigeon bothers me. It doesn't. I just think it's stupid. Well, we can tell by your tone that you're bothered. Or you wouldn't be demanding that they, y'all, I hope nobody ever takes down shit because somebody demands, I want to talk about you if you just take that down. What? It doesn't bother you, why would you care? No need to worry about it. Right, Georgia? I did hear that part. I did hear that. Then maybe somebody replayed that for me. I think they know who Mackenzie is, but I'm not going to say. Okay. It's always nice when people, And it's so funny how Perp always tells people come in under your real account, under your real name. Okay, well, YouTube, most people don't have their real name on there, so there's that. But, you know, don't come in under another account. Bitch, tell your people to stop doing that shit. That's all you got in there is people going in under a different name. Except for maybe two. I'm just saying. Like, huh. Funny, she says she doesn't know Rare Earth or who it is. Bullshit. She knows who Rare Earth is. Give me a break. And I think most people do. No, Mackenzie, just become like the infamous Pooh, you know? Okay, Quinn. Quinn, where did she get the surgery story from? I'm curious. Okay, Quinn. Is Quinn trustable, y'all? Mackenzie? Anybody know Quinn? Let's see. Hold on, let me get this over here. You know me and dropping a link over here. Exactly, Georgia. It doesn't really matter, does it? There you go. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you have to know who someone is or not who they are. Usually that's because they're upset about what somebody's saying. Well, who's saying that? They want to know, who are you? Oh, you don't know who Quinn is? Ooh, well, Mackenzie, I guess we'll see. Oh, nobody knows who Quinn is. I don't know, Quinn. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I've never seen Quinn before, so I don't know. You know what? Nobody knows who Quinn is. Who are you, Quinn? Okay, y'all. Somebody in here should know who Quinn is. This, well, okay, nobody knows who Quinn is. Well, is that a new account? Let's see. Yeah, it's a new account. 2 subscribers. No content. Interesting. I don't know, Quinn. We're going to have to wait and see on this one. Oh, huh. Okay, let's see.
Sorry.
Hello?
It's about 7. Yes. I'm talking. I'm gonna leave my camera on, but I'm talking to the nurse right now. If you give me just a minute, okay? Because I am actually in a hospital. I'm not lying. So if you give me just a minute, because they're giving me medicine. So just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Just a second, and then you'll see who I am. And I am in a hospital. And my family is here, so this isn't a lie. And people keep copying stories, and it's ridiculous. Thank you. Is this?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was like, that sounds like we know who you are, Quinn.
Okay. Well, it's me, and I am
Mm-hmm.
in a hospital. I was in the hospital before, and I'm very ill. It's not a lie. And people keep just taking bits and pieces of stories, and people keep telling me that I'm the liar, and I'm not a liar. But I'm talking to the nurse really quick. She's giving me medication. Thank you. Is that okay? I just let me take this medication. Hold on just a second. Okay,
Okay.
I am in the hospital. I'm very sick. And I think people keep taking bits and pieces of other people's story and trying to get sympathy. And they have tried to tell me that I'm a liar when I'm not a liar. You can see I am in a hospital. I am not a liar. I wasn't a liar last time. And they tried really, really hard to make me out as usual and as always to be a liar. My family, they probably don't want to, my whole family is here with me because I'm very ill. And I'm very tired of people trying to make me be a liar. I'm not a liar. So I don't know why they're saying that they have to be in the hospital, but I think it's funny that the people that are sick and in the hospital, they try to put down, and then all of a sudden, they all have to have procedures that they can't name and say what they are. So I'm just tired of being made out to be a liar. That's all. I'm sorry. I didn't know what you're talking about in your live. I just clicked in. So if this isn't exactly what you were talking about, I'm sorry. I'm just tired of being out to being made a liar. I'm not a liar. Okay. So
Okay, yeah, I wish a good recovery for you and quick healing, whatever is going on. You know, what someone was referring to was the surgery that two different people have, or I guess two different people have coming up.
I don't know. I don't know about surgeries, and I am very, I'm very ill. So I'm not having a quick surgery. I just think it's sad that people, when I went in that first time and I heard when I had to tell my mom that they said that I stole a medical gown when I was having surgery. And that they said that I stole a medical gown. I know my aunt is sitting here saying that's unreal. To fake that I was in the hospital when my family's here now with me. My family was there. And that people will say things like that about other people when someone is very sick. And I was in I was in a surgical bay about to be taken in for surgery. And to have to hear people, grown adult women, discuss me that way when you're already very ill and you're going in for surgery and you know the truth about yourself. I'm sitting here in front of my family saying this. You have to hear the lies constantly being told about you. I know it's not how. It's these people on the internet that constantly say that I'm lying.
You're not lying, you know.
I know I'm not lying, Mom.
You don't have to prove it to them.
I don't have to prove it to them.
Darn. You need to rest, or you gotta go take that test. Phone, tell all those. Tell them your mom said goodbye.
Well, could you just say once to them? You don't say anything about my medical stuff because I don't want them to know. Can you just say as my mother that I am not a liar and I'm not lying? They can see you, they can hear you.
She's not lying about anything, and she's in the hospital, and she's very ill. End of it. Go. She doesn't lie about stuff. And then get off.
I just,
need to rest.
I understand that I cried a lot at the beginning because I didn't want.
Is it okay if I clean? Or do you want me to?
Yeah.
Alright.
We're probably in your way, but.
I don't know you.
I don't know what it's gonna take.
Okay, Harper, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I think we all understand you're in the hospital. We all wish
That's
for
fine.
a recovery for you.
I'm gonna go.
Just go take care of yourself and do what you need to do, and don't worry about the YouTube stuff.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I just don't understand what I have to do to make people understand that I'm not a liar.
Okay. Well, everybody sees you're in the hospital, but I really wish for you to go and spend time with your family and work, healing yourself up, whatever it is that you need to do. And just forget about the YouTube stuff. Like you said, it doesn't bother you, but I'm kind of concerned that it is because you're up here crying.
You're right. I am crying because the only thing that ever bothered me, and I would like to get cleared up, and I don't know how I'll ever find out. I don't know how. The one thing, and I've always said, there's got to be a way. There has to be a way. And all this technology and all this stuff, I did not do that stuff to Tony. I never did. I just want the truth told. Somebody knows who did it. There's got to be a way to find out who did it. There has to be a way. And as long as that follows me, as I'm the person who did that stuff, people are always going to treat me like shit. Call me a liar. And I'm going to go. I just know that with all the technology, all of the things, there's got to be a way. There has to be a way. I am not that person. I would never do that to another human being. Ever, ever. And me telling Tony I was sorry was because I'm from a small town. That's what people do. if someone I knew, I would look at them and I would tell them, I am so sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry. Is there anything I could do for you? Could I help you? That's what I did because that's what people do. Didn't mean I was sorry because I did something to her. I was sorry because she hurt. That's all.
Okay, well, you go take care of yourself, okay, Harper?
Yeah. Guys, have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Whoa, CJ, I dropped the link. Jenna, I dropped the link. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, whatever it is, she goes and takes care of herself, and um, hopefully she goes and gets the help, gets healing, what she needs. I know we were talking about purple and surgery, and then it pops up. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm a little lost on that one, but it's okay. Hopefully she just heals up. And Jenna, it's one of those moments you're like, hold on a second. Well, I mean, it popped up. It was a hospital bed. I was like, what the heck? I was like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Hey, Carrie, how you feeling? Yeah, Fancy. There's so much more than YouTube. Why? I mean, don't, if your family's there, go and, enjoy your family. And yeah. I don't know, Pooh. Supposedly she's getting surgery on her neck. She's getting that neck surgery, and we'll see how that goes. She said she wasn't using that hand, but it sure did look like it in that video, didn't it? I'm just saying, it did kind of look like she was using both hands, but, I'm just Dr. Google over here. Yeah, Vicky, I don't wish any harm on anybody. If they're sick and in the hospital, man, my prayers go out to you. Take care of yourself. Get better. Don't, um, don't worry about YouTube. It is what it is, But you got her family there to support her. Go and enjoy your family. Don't worry about YouTube. Just saying. Yeah, see, Pooh, she was using both hands. Somebody showed me that clip. I was laughing my butt off. I said, oh, she sure is using them. Is the one that couldn't use it all? What, Fancy? What's another video? The hand thing? She was using both of them to sell her pins or something. I don't know. I think it was her pins. She said because she was using that hand doesn't mean it's usable. Which, if you're using it, it's usable. Just saying. Or it's just collapsed down in that position. Works out conveniently for selling pens. Just saying. I don't know. If your hand is out, y'all know when your hand is out and down, man, it's hard to do anything. Especially if it's your right hand. Just saying. For me, I'm right-handed, so it would be challenging. It'd be challenging to hold a phone or a laptop, walk around, smoke a cigarette, open doors, carrying in said laptop or phone or whatever, you know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if there's another video. Oh, Abigail had, okay, so yeah, there is. There's 2 videos apparently. I hadn't seen the other one. Abigail has 2 videos of her using her. You know, either way, somebody is injured. Hopefully, you know, take care of it and get better. Nobody wants anybody to have an injury out there, I guess. Well, I don't know. It depends on who you are. There may be someone that I wouldn't care. I'm just saying. There is somebody out there that I wouldn't give a crap if they couldn't use either hand. I'll let them go to the bathroom, crap themselves, and just have to sit in it. Just saying. You know, it's not nice. I know it's not nice, but whatever. Sometimes you don't always feel so nice towards people. But in this situation, for Harper, I really hope that whatever is going on, that she's okay. Hey, Nani. If you hear the banging, okay, guys, the banging I had to mute because it's probably the cat. The cat is over here romping and raring, and I don't have the heart to tell my little man over there not to play. Okay, so can you hear him? He's having a good time, y'all. He's having a good time. Nothing serious. Well, Heather, there's one particular one that I would, you know what, anything super, yeah, I'm not even, yeah, I got no lies to tell. I don't have $2 left to give. So if there's one particular person that something major would have happened to, I probably would not feel bad at all. I wouldn't feel guilty. I wouldn't feel nothing. I'd just be saying, don't call me. Don't think I'm going to help you out any. Don't think I'm going to, She's tapping her phone screen with a non-functioning hand. Again, Pooh, that's just the way the hand reacts. It's uncontrollable, I'm sure. Oh, what my gas? I'm just stocking shelves at my gas station job. No, I'm not, no. My shoulder injury did my gas station job right on in, and the truck stop and everything else. It's like, oh, he looked at me too, like, Grandmama, you let me play. Thank you. Hey, the animals around here rule the roost, guys. There's not much. There's not much they can do, and I mean, you know. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Everybody got somebody in their life that they kind of, yeah. I do. But I don't know. I thought we were going to get proof that, you know, where she got that idea from on the surgery. Yeah. Well, maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe she needs to take those videos to her doctor and he can help her out figuring out what exactly is wrong with her hand, you know? Right, Chaos? The animals rule the roost around here. There's nothing they can do. They can't. They make a mess, we just clean it up and laugh at them. You know, it's funny. But yeah, they just, I don't know. Y'all just wish Harper good luck and prayers or whatever she needs for healing. Nice to meet you, Justin. I've seen you around on these, in Susan's. Hey, Jenna.
Hey,
What's up?
nothing. I don't like Restream.
Okay, well.
I have to go through the iOS system.
Oh, well, no, that's your phone. It's on your phone.
I know. I don't like that.
Is your phone is the problem, honey?
Well, I just don't like it.
You the one who went with Apple,
I don't know.
you know. So there's that. So it just kind of, you know, no, you know. I don't know. I thought we were going to get answers from. We should have known that Quinn was Harper. Now after that happened, I realized. Yes, I remember that Quinn was Harper at one point.
I don't know what. I don't wish bad upon nobody.
No, I don't either. I don't wish bad upon it. Justin, not right now, sweetheart. This is a pretty serious subject matter we're talking about.
Yeah. Sorry if y'all hear beating in my background. My daughter's in there. I think I don't know what she's doing.
Hey, Iris. Where's Iris at?
Hey,
Iris
Arnold.
snuck in here. Iris snuck in, huh? What's
Hey,
she
Tony.
doing?
Hey, everybody down in the shop.
I would just like to know at what point Anne became the victim.
Huh? That's what I want to know. I mean, literally, I don't get it. It was like poor, pitiful Anne.
And it was said on that second call that Jenna, this isn't about you. This was about what Buckeye did to me. I said,
Yeah.
what? Hold on. Okay, just another night when we're having fun or something, okay?
Yeah. And that's what the call was about. That when she wanted to talk to us the second time,
Uh-huh.
it was what Buckeye did to her.
Well, Buckeye did the same thing everybody else has done,
Well,
throwing everybody else under the bus.
yep. I know.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I did snap at the end of it.
No, you didn't. That wasn't look, that was not an attack. That was you calling her out, saying exactly how you felt. That's not an attack, which I think the word attack um, is highly overrated in that situation. I think some people need to understand verbiage and the meaning of it. Attack. That was not an attack, honey. Not an attack at all.
I just sat there and I listened and I listened and I listened. And it was basically how her so-called best friend done her so wrong. And nobody knew it was her. She came forward. No, everybody in your little circle over there knew it was you.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to talk about the pictures, the pictures, the pictures. Why keep bringing them up? Well, they just got brought back up again by Buckeye when y'all had a falling out.
Well, I'll say this. If Buckeye was her best friend, Buckeye didn't know anything about her. Didn't know how to get her help when Anne said she was going to no longer be here. Um, I'm sorry, I don't have to be a best friend with someone that if somebody claims that you're going to jump all over it and do something about it. But to say, to be a best friend, she didn't know how to get a hold of her. She knew nothing about her, nothing. She said, hold on a second, y'all.
Sorry, my boy was coming through here. So I didn't want nobody to hear what they were saying.
Yeah. Gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, little man. Uh-oh. Mackenzie said, Purple, why are you doing shady shit right now behind the scenes?
Mm. All right, Linda popped back up.
Did she really now?
That's what I got like a message, 2 messages saying that Linda was in Susan's yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Under what account?
Hers.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So she miraculously came under hers. It was probably an accident.
Yeah, I think so. She probably meant to type in Discord.
What happens when you do that? Okay, that's. Look, I'm trying to figure out.
What?
Have mercy. Have mercy. How to put the chat on the screen. Oh well, I don't know.
I don't know how to do nothing. Is my background loud?
Mine probably is because guys always say my background is loud, which I don't know. Iris said it's going to take me an hour to get home, so please stay live for the next hour. I need something to listen to. All right, well, we're going to shut it down now. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Nani.
Shut it down. Gotta go. Iris is listening.
Where is Charlie Girl?
I don't know. I thought maybe you were down.
All right, been around.
I didn't know you were either.
Yeah, I've had to do some errands today.
Oh, wow. No, I had Saturday night nightlife, you know.
Yeah. I had to go buy stuff for the house and all that fun stuff. Spend money I didn't want to spend.
I hear that. I hear that. Oh, she was in the hospital for ulcers. Heidi was collecting flower money. Uh-oh. You know, I'm not in trouble with that flower money, man. Big trouble.
With that flower money.
Apparently when Harper was in the hospital for her ulcers, I guess, they were collecting money for flowers. Were they authentic flowers, though, or just curious?
Mm,
I know adulting sucks. It really does. It does.
yeah, it does. Sucks real bad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to do it.
Sometimes if you want to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess today I had to.
Mm.
What was we? I came in late.
Do what?
I came in late. I came in when Quinn wanted on panel.
We haven't been
What was
live that long, honey.
what was we discussing prior to?
Oh, yeah, the whole purple thing, and it was a quick mention of perp surgery she's got, and I guess somebody made a comment of, wonder which one will have surgery first,
Uh,
you know, Susan or perp, and then Quinn said, I have proof that she's lying, or I have proof where she got that from. What? I don't know. Like I said, I think it's just that she had watched some kind of medical documentary or something, and I don't know. I mean, whatever. Somebody has to have surgery. Hey, quick healing. Best of luck to you. May your surgeons have good hands.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we were discussing was Perp's upcoming surgery.
Okay. And what is she having surgery on?
Her neck.
You know, anybody that has a surgery like that, I pray they go through it. But I've heard that once you have surgery on stuff like that, it's like it doesn't fix nothing. You have to continuously go back in and have surgery. My sister had surgery on her back, her spine, and she was leaking the fluid that's in your spine,
Mm-hmm.
and it made her really sick.
Yeah. Well, all I could think is that song, my neck, my back. Dun, dun, dun. But hopefully, I don't know. I mean, she's not having it because she can't use her hand though, because Abigail has 2 videos of her using her hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that wouldn't have happened. I mean, because supposedly the injury of the hand happened when she fell.
Um,
So that wouldn't have anything to do with the neck issue anyway. So it may not be connected at all.
shoot, I have trigger finger and carpal tunnel. I haven't had surgery for none of those. I really don't want to have surgery.
No, I mean, I think most people don't want to have surgery or don't want to have to be in the hospital. Mackenzie.
Oh my word, Mackenzie.
I'm sorry. Okay, well,
Yeah. Mrs. T, I'm sorry you got blamed for that video I put out.
I know. I was trying to tell her that. I was like, "Yeah, you got blamed for that." They said, "Oh, Mrs. T said, but Benny needs to make this video." No. It
And I
wasn't
just want,
Mrs. T.
I'm sorry. I did say, I said, okay, well, if you say so. So I'm sorry. I mean, I tried to tell her, but she didn't want to hear.
That's what happens when people be talking about shit they don't know nothing about.
Right.
Those that do know sit there, laugh their ass off, looking how stupid you are, because you don't know who was talking to Benny and who wasn't.
Right. Forbid me from telling the truth because I'm gonna get called a liar either way. Just like when I told her who sent the screenshot to me, I got called a liar on that.
Mm-hmm. It don't matter who you say. You can say it's anybody. It won't be anything until it lands on who she wants it to be.
Right.
Then you'll get it. Then you'll get a hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is who it is. But I mean, what can you say? But I do know that there's a clip about her talking about you send it to 4 different people and blah blah blah.
Yes.
Just find it. Just find it.
I will find that. But she sent it. Ink told her, and I knew where she got it from because she said Ink was on panel, and they both said it. I sent it to Benny, Venomous Silverback, um, Sam's Case, and Levitt. When that's absolutely not true. So
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, I know the McKinsey screenshots. Put it out there. Yeah, because that's the other thing. She's like, and I know this is going to be a taboo subject and people don't want to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. I do not look at what McKinsey, I don't look at that as attacking Brandy. I'm sorry. Again, verbiage is very important.
Yeah.
If anything, Webster Dictionary can help you. Google could help you. Attack. The definition of that is interesting
Yeah.
and doesn't fit that. You know, you could say, well, you're dragging Brandy into something she doesn't need to be dragged into, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know. Either way, it is disturbing that someone is covering a missing child's case that is presumed no longer with us. And whatever information the case has, they have, you know what I mean? We aren't privy to all of that information, of course, but at this point, I think we could probably agree that, you know, yeah, it's, you know, she's
Yeah.
lost her child. And I think it's a legit question of how you can sit there and have someone cover your case, your child, and sit there and say that it's okay that she treats other mothers who have lost a child the way she has and said the things that she said. And Perp can sit there and say that she hasn't. That's absolute bullshit. And it's absolutely heinous. She absolutely has weaponized mothers missing a child. Now, if you come on YouTube and you talk about it, I personally, I think, hey, that's fine. You know what? That's, you know, it's a healing thing for you. You need to get it out. Whatever your reasoning behind it is fine. But the moment someone takes that grief and uses it towards you as a weapon, that is weaponizing that situation.
Yeah.
That is who you are. I do not think somebody like that, who is willing to go that low, should be covering a missing child's case. Absolutely don't. And that's, you know, my opinion. And yeah, I know you know, I don't think you're going at Brandy, but you know, I think it's a legit question, Brandy. How you have her cover your case? And you know, if you say that's your best friend, and you know you're so good in with each other and stuff, then it seems like you should be aware of what's going on.
Right.
You know, who is it you're backing? Who is it that you have backing you? It's just like it's almost like a branded deal. You know, when you're covering a brand, they want to make sure that you're on the up and up. Like, you know, these big brands, okay? Follow me here. Like Nike. If you know, have a contract with Nike to represent their brand, and then you go and do something that you should not be doing, that they don't agree with, you lose that contract.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer represent them. It's the same kind of situation as that. If I was in Brandy's situation, I would not want somebody like Purple representing me.
I wouldn't either. And then I know this is going to probably start another topic. And I'm sorry, but for someone to sit there and say that a loss is more important than another loss,
She absolutely did say that.
that is not okay.
She absolutely did say that. And I'm not taking away from anybody going through anything that they're going through whatsoever. It's horrible. You know, these are positions I would not want to trade with anyone. You know, I wish nobody had to go through that and to experience that.
Right. Y'all hear my roosters over here?
You're what?
Roosters crowing.
Oh yeah, in the background, sure do.
Yeah, it was gross.
You know, I think it's a legit question, and I think it is something that Brandy could answer. People have questions on that. You know, and to sit there and say, you know, I know that on one of the posts she was like, oh, we'll discuss this, or maybe it was in the chat or something, you know, we'll discuss this off of here. No, wait. You want to discuss it off of here where all of the action is happening, where all of these grotesque things are occurring, where someone is going after weaponizing a child. She absolutely did it to Tabby and to Tony. I mean, and then lied about it. Did I or did I not hear that she absolutely lied about saying she didn't do that with the headstone to her son's?
Yeah, she did say she did.
Okay, she absolutely said she didn't do that when she absolutely did.
Yeah, she changed the thumbnail though, like quick.
Too late.
Yeah,
Too late.
because when she got called out for it, she changed it like really quick.
Well, people got it already. Yeah, Tara, exactly. And you know, that's okay. Taking it a little, we'll take it a little deep just for a moment. When it comes to grief like that, every individual is different.
Right.
Everyone is going to handle it differently. I cannot say that I would handle it as gracefully as Brandy has. Not even close.
Mm.
I do know that it's an evil that no parent should have to endure. And to try to compare how one is dealing with it compared to the other, no, you can't say that one has handled it any differently than the other. And I'm going to say this, and it's going to be a hard one, and I'm probably going to get some hate for it, and I'm okay with that. Brandy has admitted to drinking excessively, and I do not judge her for that at all, not at all. But it is something that is one of the ways that she coped with it for a little bit. And yeah, Pam, I'd had to be put away. I'm telling you, I would probably have to be locked up for a little while. But to try and say that one person is doing this and one person is doing that, no. Everybody handles it in their own way and differently. And grief is just grief. And to me, that's, you know, grief you never truly get over. You don't get over any of it. The losses are still there. You can't do it gracefully, you tried. Well, you know, I think any way that you handle it is gracefully. However you decide to do it, that's your gracefully handling it, you know. I know that it's got to be one of the, I don't know what I would do. It would be one of the hardest things that I would have to say that'd be the worst thing in my life, you know. Yeah. So for somebody to sit there and say, oh, well, so and so, they're all messed up over there, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, be careful who you're saying that about. And again, it's one of those things where you sit there and you go after, you know, someone who's lost a child and you're saying all these grotesque things, but you're pointing the finger right at your friend every time. You absolutely are. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I'll probably catch hate and be thrown under the bus for it, but it is what it is, you know. Yeah, I'd probably have to be doped up on some pretty hardcore psychotic meds or something. I don't know if there'd be enough Xanax in the world to help me on that one. Jenna, do you need me to drop the link again? She probably does. Look, I'm getting better at dropping this link, so I think. Oh, I know, exactly. Yeah, well, see, look, I don't think it's anything that you get over. It's not, and honestly, for me, the way I see it is, you know, if somebody shares any part of that life with you, you support it and just be there, lend an ear, do whatever. Oh, really? She said that after pray for Ann and saying that, well, have mercy. I'd be in there. Something like that happened to me. I'd probably be locked up for a little while. Probably would, or at least should be. You know. Oh, did she really, Mackenzie? What's a word for? Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. But I know it's a touchy subject. It is, right? Nobody really wants to talk about it, or I mean, it is one of those horrible things that, like I said, personally, I wish nobody ever had to experience. But to go after Tabby and Tony, and you're ridiculing how they're handling it and how they're processing their grief that they carry for the rest of their life. You should probably be careful how you do it and what you're saying, because you do have your really good friend who, like I said, openly admitted to drinking excessively. And we did see, I mean, you know, y'all know Brendy had to have a liver transplant and everything. And just be careful who you're pointing fingers to and calling, you know, certain names to. Yeah, exactly. Cinnamon hot. Yeah. Tara, I don't even know if I could weed baskets, honestly. Yeah, Mackenzie, I know. It just, you kind of do it, even if, the way I see it, this is just, it's just my opinion, and we're allowed to speak our opinion. When you speak upon someone who's lost a child and you're representing a missing child, you even have a page for it and everything, right? You are dragging that person in every fucking time. You are dragging them in on it, whether you want to or not. Doesn't matter if you say their name, you are attached to that. So to me, yeah, I'm thinking, you know, you should hold your head a little bit higher on stuff like that. Hold yourself to a higher standard. It's kind of confusing to play, hey, I play a shithead on this channel on YouTube, but on my other channel, I'm going to, you know, play holier than thou art, Mother Teresa, representing a missing child. Like, I don't get that. That's a stretch. And I think that's where a lot of the problem is with a lot of people. Yeah, it's a problem. So I absolutely understand how people can want Brandy to, hey, Brandy, what do you feel about this? You know, how are you justifying this? Because in support of, you know, you going in there and hanging out and supporting, you are riding with that. So how, as a mother of a missing child, presumed no longer with us, how you can support someone who does that? Yeah, exactly, Mackenzie. You're going after everybody else, and you know, you got, you know, it just, and I'm not, you know, look, I'm not going to anybody for it, because like I said, I don't know if there'd be enough good anything out there to allow me to escape that situation. Oh, Pinto, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know losing your mom is hard. I know. I still miss mine every day. Every day I miss my mama. But they send signs for you. I do believe. I do believe. That kind of shit just needs, oof. And it's always interesting to me too when you hear someone who has done grotesque things like that. The deflection is so real. Oh my gosh. The the thing of going, oh, why are you still talking about it then? Why is so and so talking about it? Well, probably because that is a deep, deep scar you ripped apart, you created on these here YouTube streets, and you ripped it apart. And yeah, people kind of tend not to forget about stuff like that. And then you could say, oh, well, I only spoke about it, da 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 da. No, that's not true. When you keep speaking on things and you keep, inserting your opinions on how you view things in defense of, not okay, not okay. Oh, good, Pinto. Yeah, you get some, I'm telling you, the little signs, they come in crazy ways. I don't know. I just have a hard time with somebody who does that, and it isn't, like I wouldn't be like, Brandy, tell how you feel. I wouldn't go to Brandy and ask, demand her or anything, but I do question, Brandy, how do you support Purple doing that? How do you call her your friend? And how do you sit there and say, yeah, you can, have a channel with my son's name out there and supporting my son while you're shredding to pieces other people who've lost their children, picking it apart. Because just as you pick apart those others that have gone through that, Brandy could also be picked apart, as we have seen on the YouTube streets, where many of us have said, we do not agree with that. That's not okay. I do not watch those channels. I do not go to those channels. And I have never forgotten those people who have done it. Which is not, it's not a big ooh-ha moment or anything. It is just for me. I do not want to be around people who are like that. When you could take someone who is at their probably the lowest part of their life, going through something so heinous, and pick them apart and throw accusations to them, and it's their fault, it's your problem, and you just tear everything apart. To do that to anyone, I just makes you wonder. Will she do that to Brandy if Brandy crosses her and says, I'm done? It's a good question, I think. And I think that's where the connection is. People can't connect that. Purple can't connect that. You can't make that connection, Perp. Yeah. I just I make that connection. I think a lot of people do, and that's what a lot of people are questioning, how you can't. So I guess until Perp makes a connection and has an understanding of that, people are going to keep going at you for it, Yeah. Well, Mackenzie, in a way, I get where Brandy's like, she's willing to do just about anything to get answers. And I totally get that. But to say that someone is your friend when they have done what they've done to other mothers, it's kind of questionable. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, Ellie. I don't know what it would take. Yeah, Nani, I think so. Screenshot it. Well, Screenshot away. Should we disclose that this is a secret YouTube live, that no screenshots are to be taken? And if you do, they'll be held to pay. I don't know. I'll want to go and screenshot the hell of it, other shit, and post it and record other people's discords and post it, that kind of thing. Just saying. The hypocrisy runs deep, it does. But that's, again, the verbiage is important to understand. I can tell you right now, the phone call that we had, I don't know what it was. I didn't set it up. I just know I joined in, okay? That Anne absolutely was not attacked in that. Absolutely not. Pinto, it's the same thing over and over again. I'll dip in every now and then. Most of the time I play it if somebody says, oh, this was said, and it's a replay, and they're like, listen, and they'll show you, yeah. That's true, Mackenzie. That's true. Yeah, she won't get anywhere. I mean, obviously. PNW has done a much better job covering it. And hopefully she continues to cover it. And, PNW actually went there and went to the trial with her and everything. I mean, wow. I'm glad she was there for her. Oh, boundaries, Mackenzie. We've seen there's no boundaries. There's. Yeah, Andre. Which, I'm not trying to come between someone's friend. That's not it at all. You're going to be friends with whoever you're going to be friends with. But I think the question is how can you be friends with somebody like that when you're going through, that's questionable. I think that's a fair question. Absolutely a fair question. And to sit there and say, and this is the other thing, if you're going to have someone out there representing your case, it seems like you would want to know exactly what's going on, who they are, and all about them, because they're representing you and your child. They're representing your family. I'd want to know who they were and that they were on the up and up. And maybe that's why you're getting, clapback that, Oh my gosh, are you serious? So I was in Discord where Purple was irate about Brooks raising money for Brandy at the beginning of her public announcement about her liver, and Levitt and Purple said Brandy has plenty of money. What the fuck? That's jealousy right there. I in no way, shape, or form would disparage somebody because, they're going to, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know, Ken. That's the thing. Oh, Chaos was there for it too, huh? Mm-hmm. No, I believe you. I mean, I didn't think you were not telling the truth or anything. Yeah, PNW gets to the facts. She gets down to the. I think she does a pretty good job. I appreciate the way she covers it and goes over it and reviews everything. I do like that. Without having the drama come in. But to get mad because somebody else is raising money for somebody, huh. Why would you get mad at somebody for that? And do you know how much it costs? I mean, she's got enough money. I don't. Yeah. But she's my best friend. She's my best friend. Well, your best friend. I mean, to be best friends, though, that's the thing is Brandy put in there that, she doesn't see everything. She doesn't know everything. Well, if it's your best friend, seems like you would, right? Do you maybe sit back and understand why people are going at perp like they are? Why they're questioning and asking you things like they are? There's a reason why. They don't just have these questions pop up out of nowhere from nothing. There's a reason why those questions are being asked. Yeah, it's true. It's none of her business. I'd be glad. Look, man, I'd be so happy if I had a friend going through that and somebody was nice enough to raise money and to donate money and to whatever, I would 100% encourage that. Do it. Take because that's just taking on stress off of her and her whole family. And compared to what they're going through, really, that's just nothing, really. But to have one less stress to have to worry about would be nice. So, raise the money. Let them, let them pay their house off. And I don't know their financial situation. I don't. So I'm just saying, let them pay things off so that they could focus more on the trial and, focus more on healing and their grief and all those kind of things. Ryan McKenzie? Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I would personally think that if you're mad because Brooks is raising money for Brandy, I think that would be more considered more of an attack, right? Bento. Ooh, Charlie Girl's on a date. What? She on a date? I bet I know. I bet I know. She having fun. Yeah, I think it's jealousy, but you gotta go and shouldn't be jealous of that. I mean, you gotta go and pull from resources that you don't have. Brooks has got resources out there. You know what I mean? When I say resources, it's more you can, draw from financially for Brandy and them. You're not going to have just the people in Perps chat financially, helping out. The more you can draw from and say, hey, um, let's do this. Let's help out. Yeah, Justin, it'll be another time, honey. This is a pretty serious subject matter. We'll have another live one night where we do fun and you can come up, okay? Not trying to be mean. Yeah, Charlie girl, she'll have fun on that. I'm telling you, she'll have fun. Yeah, cinnamon hot, hot, hot. I don't know if there's enough money. Now you remember that Buckeye. You remember that Linda. Where the fuck are you now? Just like I said that day, plenty of money. Give me a break. No one has money in for what's going on. Yeah, it definitely that requires a lot of fundage, especially. I mean, and I'm not speaking on anything that people on YouTube don't know about. Brandy did go through having to have the liver transplant and traveling expenses and all that kind of stuff. That stuff's a lot of money. It's expensive. Um, yeah, it's really expensive. Oh, Justin, I don't know if I'll do a live stream tomorrow. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, maybe. But I know that it would have been nice, and hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, was that I don't know how well Brooks hopefully it was successful and they were able to help them out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people love Brandy. I mean, it's not hard to, her family is amazing. I mean, what she has gone through. Um, I don't wish upon anybody. So anybody out there that can help them out, that's just, I don't think you should disparage someone for that. Be mad or jealous. They have plenty of money. I don't know what you consider plenty of money. Just wonder maybe Brandy's pocketbook might say differently, And shoot, the way I see it is funnel money to them for the rest of their life if they want, Um, yeah, I mean, just going to trial costs money. It's time off of work that you're losing. It's I'm not sure, Justin. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, maybe. I can't promise you, but we will definitely try. And we'll set up a fun one. But like I said, just going to trial costs money. You lose money from being out of work, and because most people have jobs where if you don't go, you don't get paid. If you got vacation time or whatever, yeah. But I'd say that vacation time may be used up. Anything to help somebody going through that. Not to have to worry about, well, we're at, the car doesn't have gas in it and we need $10. Well, let them have some money to make sure their gas tank is full and get where they need to go. I don't think they should disparage that, and don't hate on Brooks just because you may not like Brooks or whatever. I don't know. We all know that you'll be best friends with Brooks the next time it represents itself and it benefits you. Just saying. It might. I don't know. Why in the world would you hate on somebody for raising money for your friend? See, that's questionable there too. I think that would be a good question to ask. How can you be upset? How can you be friends with somebody who's mad because somebody else is raising funds for your family during this time? Yeah. Oh, Tad Jack, I hear that. I'm telling you. I have to catch up on things. Charlie girl, she helps me out. She helps me out. And some others help out too. I won't name names, but people help out with what's going on. Where does CJ go? I'm sure CJ has some things to say about this stuff too. But I don't know. I think when you see more and more of somebody like now, okay, so you're mad because they're raising money to help your friend, your best friend that you talk to every day. Perp, did you tell her how it made you mad that Brooks was raising money for her? Curious. Did you tell her how you put a headstone on somebody's grave of a child who passed away? Tell her all the grotesque things you said about other people's children, situations. I mean, if it's your best friend, it seems like you would. Just saying. Oh, Justin, I don't know if I'll go live on StreamYard again. Probably not. Probably not. Probably sticking to Restream, trying to get to know Restream, the ins and outs of it. And then, but I mean, it says a lot about who somebody is. When you can do that, then you can understand, oh, okay, well, we see why you make Anne the victim in all of this and want to say that by doing and asking the questions and holding her accountable and holding others accountable that you may lead them to do something drastic and it would be your fault. Well, where was that train of thought when you were doing the fuck shit you did? Where was your train of thought then? You didn't have that train of thought, huh? You didn't think, oh, well, you know what? If we do this, you know, Jenna might be really upset, might be really devastated about this. What could it do to her mentally? No, that was actually what you were hoping for, wasn't it? That's what your goal was, right? So you'll have to, you know, forgive or not. I really don't care. I'm not asking for forgiveness on anything, but to sit here and say to any of us that it would be our fault if Ann did something. No, if Ann's got mental issues, go get help, do what you got to do. Don't blame somebody else for a situation that you created. You did. And each one of you did. From Levitt to Linda to Buckeye to Sassy, Purple, and Corn Dog even. Each one of you that was up on that panel. You didn't care about anybody's mental state then. Why do you care about it now? That's a serious question. Just saying. You know what? I think Jenna's phone. Hold on, I'm gonna get coffee. Brooks husband called you white. Oh, is that what it was? Exactly, Purple. Just because Brooks' husband called you white trash, you are white trash, dirty little weirdo. Oh, wow. Oh, is Brandy upset with Brooks now? I don't know. Maybe something happened. I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. Well, I don't. Not all of the ins and outs of it. Sorry, I had my cup of coffee here, guys. I'm coming back. Had to get my coffee going here. Oh, yeah. Cup number 3. Mm-hmm. So she's upset with Brooks. Maybe because Brooks goes at Purple. Maybe that's why she's upset with her. What's ironic with that is you're upset because people are going at Perp for whatever reason. But a lot of those reasons that they're going after Perp for is because she's doing all the fuck shit. That absolutely reflects poorly on someone who is, quote unquote, representing a missing child's case. And I say representing because it's, you know, say that loosely. Oh, Brooks is another active addict covering monkey? Is she really? I didn't know that. Yeah, Soup. She did. Yeah. Yeah. Soup, it's there. I'm not going to delete this. I'm not going to privatize it or delete it. It's there. Yeah. It was an awkward. She came in under Quinn pretty close into the beginning. She was claiming, if you read chat, she was claiming she had proof as to where Perp came up with the surgery situation from. Wasn't sure who Quinn was until I let her up on panel, and then I realized, oh, I know exactly who that was, and I connected the dots with the name Quinn. Had to take it back a little bit, but I was like, oh, I remember somebody saying she was Quinn. Oh man, but it was too late by then, you know. But yeah, she came up on panel. She's in the hospital. Her family was there. She put her mother on camera, saying she's not lying, that she's in the hospital. She's got, you know, and I pray for healing and recovery for whatever's going on. I don't want to know the specifics, not my business. I do pray that for everybody. But I kind of felt that this platform maybe not the place for her to be right now, and I just encouraged her to go spend time with her family and focus on her. Sorry if that came across mean. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just don't think YouTube is where you need to be at this point. Your physical health is connected to your mental health, and going on YouTube doesn't help your mental health in certain situations. Well, that's okay. It's still up there, Sue. You may have missed it, but it's still there. I mean, you know, she was very upset because people said she was lying, that she was in the hospital before when she was, and that they weren't, and da 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 da. I'm not, you know, nobody likes to be lied on, but nobody likes a liar either, you know? Okay, well, thank you, Sue, but I just, you know, I didn't want to be mean and kick her off panel, but, you know, I was like, I think you got other fish to fry besides the whole YouTube drama, you know? I mean, your family's there. Go spend time with your family. It could have been a good time to, you know, mention the whole baby and Frank situation. I did think that, but oh, your mom's there, she'll hear. But no, I didn't. I couldn't do that. I'd be like, do you understand? But no. Yeah, I believe. I mean, she's in the hospital. She is. She's sick, and like I said, I hope healing and recovery for her. You know, not everybody out here is heartless. Most everybody here was like, yeah, we wish you to get recovery. Brooks doesn't mess around with the drama. She just does her channel. Well, good. That's what she should do. Meanwhile, do what you got to do. I don't watch Brooks, so that's. There's enough over with this little, you know. Um, there's so much out there. Oh, she doesn't get. Oh, okay. She doesn't get into Purple's drama. Yeah, well, a lot of people don't. You know, I get it. But apparently, TM has sent out that there's stuff that Purpose done to her. I'm just wondering if it's one of those things, you know, and it was very passionate about. There was some passion behind that whole Beanie coming on and doing a video, wasn't there? I would say there was. There was some feveriness, whatever you want to call it, in the voice there of don't drag other people into it. No, I don't think it's necessarily dragging anybody else into it, but I think what may be the issue there is that when other people are aware of what's going on, more people start coming out of the woodworks, which TM was an unexpected one. I wonder how many more there are out there. Just curious, you know? Sometimes it's not dragging people in, it's other people are aware of what's going on, and then more people will stand up and say things, you know? think with Brooks, your relationship with your spouse gets put on YouTube. This is some kind of problem. Oh, she got a rocky relationship. Hey, I was in a rocky relationship. I didn't put it on here until it was over. Now I will put it out there. There you go. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. I don't know. I mean, did she drink to excess on her lives? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch Brooks. I've heard of her being on the YouTube streets. I haven't paid attention and watched. Oh, okay. Ooh, puts them out on the lies. Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I don't know. Is she still with them though? Girl, do that shit after you leave them. Just saying, do it after you leave them. Don't stay with them and do it. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, whatever it is, hopefully she gets out of the situation. Hey, if it's something bad, hopefully she'll, get out and get safe. Oh, is Brooks the one? Oh, wait a second. Is she the one? Wait a second. Is she the one who did that call of Brandy when Brandy was having a moment? A bad moment? Is that the one who did that? Hmm. Say that wasn't her. Because I know there was a call that was recorded. Was she friends? It was somebody who was friends with Brandy. No, it was somebody else? Okay, okay. Because I know that there was one that was, I was like, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. It was on Twitter, I think. Oh man. I don't know. I know that there was a lot of stuff that was out. I said, oh my goodness. Oh, that was Crystal. See, I don't know who Crystal is either. I just know somebody, was doing a recording, released it, and tried to paint Brandy as whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Brandy's probably you're lucky she wasn't out doing all kinds of stuff to people. Well, mm, she was the one trying to manipulate SW and had many calls with him flirting like crazy. Okay, who's SW? SW. I'm thinking DW, Don Wells, but I don't think that's right. As Krusty. Okay. Yeah, sentiment is cool. It is nice that her mom is there to help her. Hopefully her mom is there and helps her out, and Harper goes and just focus on that. That's all you need to focus on. Oh, Stacy. Okay, that's right. That's right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that was. Well, I get where people are like, let's interview him. I get the fascination with it. Do I think a bunch of YouTubers are going to solve No, but I mean, there are some things that are said that can be important, right? And I think it does kind of help you to see who the person is. But personally, I never want to be on a panel, on a call. I don't want to be anywhere near someone who is connected to a case like that. So, do I want to be anywhere near Stacey Wondra? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. More power to anybody else. Yeah, right, Soup? Right, Soup? Thank you. Awkward. I know. I was, hold on, you know. So hopefully Harper's getting the help. Oh, that's the one. Okay. So she was the one claiming to be Six Up sister. Ah, she was a sister from another Mr. and another Mrs. Okay. Well, I guess Six Up got a lot of family out there. Hey, AC, welcome in. Yeah, I know. I tried, Soup. I tried, but it was very awkward. Do I just kick her off and then you'll be known as horrible person who just kicked off this crying person in the hospital? You know, like, oh gosh, I just don't think this is where you should be, though. If anybody who's in the hospital, like, look, man, I pray for you. Oh yeah, she downright acted like she was in love with Stacey Wonder. Oh gosh, guys, he's so good. Oh, I'm sorry, that guy, he's so grotesque. Oh, how can anybody watch him and not be a little nauseated? I was extremely nauseated, but I mean, I'll give you credit, just a little nausea, you know. And I don't know how anybody could flirt with somebody like him. And oh my goodness. Mm. I just, I don't know. She just, I don't know. I mean, oh, I get the interviews with people, things like that. I couldn't do it myself. So more power to those who can. I have no desire to. No way. I do not, and have no desire to chat with anybody like that. I don't even want to look at them. Don't even want to look at them. And you saw, I mean, just going through those old TikToks of Sarah Wander, and you see her demise, like you see her mental breakdown. I think that says a lot. Yeah, chewed tobacco and spit in the cup. You know, and that was the least of his grotesqueness. It really was. That was the least of how gross and disgusting. Ugh. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. And then you look at them, you look at the four of them as suspects, right? And this is going to sound crazy, I know, but you look at the one who's most likable, in my view. The most likable one would be Brandon. And then when you look at the case, you think, yeah, that figures, you know, he's probably one of, just looking at the case and the things that we do know about it, and the things that are claimed out that he's done. Whew, he was the one that was very active, wasn't he? Very active in it. And that's the one that you would kind of think, oh man, I hope he didn't have that much to do with it or anything to do with it. Maybe he just had knowledge of it, but no. Mm-mm. Come to find out, it's not how it was at all. Oh, Brooks is on somebody else's panel. Sleuth and Goozy. See, y'all talk. I don't know who Sleuth and Goozy is either. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, like I said, just, you know, Anything that Perp does is not surprising anymore. Hey, Eliza. Anything she does is not surprising. And you can do all that you've done, going after people like you go after them, doing the things that you do. Mackenzie's not attacking Brandy. I don't understand where that comes from. And having a mental breakdown because she doesn't want to face, possible criminal charges. And trying to get other people to stop pursuing criminal charges is no way, shape, or form saying that if she does anything to herself, is it anybody else's fault? No. Did Purple say? I don't know. Did she? Right, yeah, Ms. T. Who's the mastermind behind all of it? I don't know. He was pretty active out there, wasn't he? Yeah, it would be nice, Mackenzie, to have it come from Brandy. But Brandy did say she doesn't agree with any of it. But I don't understand it. If you don't agree with that, then how you're... it's just, it sends the wrong message, in my opinion, that if you do not agree with someone taking the headstone of someone else's child and putting it on their screenshot or their opening picture, things like that. You can say you don't agree with it and that it's wrong, then how? I mean, no, you're okay with it. Just saying, that's what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to do that. You can be friends with who you want to be friends. Yeah, Eliza, actions have consequences. But we're at a point now where they want to go on a private call, claim that they're going to end everything because they don't want to face prosecution. Possible legal trouble. They don't want to do that. And then now it's turned to it's your fault for pursuing this if they do anything. No. Like I said, y'all didn't get two shits when you were doing it. You didn't care. You didn't care how it affected somebody else mentally. You didn't care that Jenna might be put into a mental state of some kind, right? That was your goal. Now you care about that? No. Now you care about it. Okay. Makes no sense to me. She wouldn't accept your challenge, huh? Challenge denied. Challenge denied. But that's just the kind of person that when you do all that shit and you can sit there and say, but I apologized, and turn around and still do more shit. I think what people don't understand, can't connect the dots. That's it's no apology. That apology is null and void. Yeah, Mackenzie. Exactly. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves either, but it almost read as if it was planned out just by the reaction of, Just the way it all went down, it really kind of looked like, what was that planned? Was that, because I'm telling you, if I was in Discord somewhere or a call, what I don't even think it was Discord, it was Messenger or something. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't set up that little room for it, But the if I was on a call with somebody and my friend, my quote unquote best friend, right, was claiming that they were going to no longer be around, I would immediately jump off and try desperately to call them, because if they were my best friend, then I would know their name, their phone number. I'd be able to get a hold of them, right? But to sit and say, well, I don't have any way to get a hold of them. How's that your best friend? I'm sorry. What? Um, and it's more important to be on the call instead of making sure your friend's okay. So to me, that kind of read that it may be planned or something. I don't know. I don't know. And it's, either way, it's not to question. When somebody makes accusations like that. Oh, that's cool. They met for lunch in Iowa. That's cool. Oh, yeah. And she said because they know where their mom's. Yeah. And that's when it was where she went and was saying that what Brandy's going through is so much worse. Mm-hmm. No, no, Kim, you didn't say it. You didn't say it. I know, Mackenzie, I know. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, when you start talking, sometimes you say more than you realize, or you let things slip. You don't even realize you've let them slip, but it's definitely. Let them keep talking. Yeah, I know, Eliza. That's the thing. Yeah, it's just sad. I don't know. You can have your thoughts and opinions, but probably putting them out putting them out to the public when you say that you support a parent, it's sad. It's sad. But like I said, that's just who Purple is. Perp diddy, perp diddy, perp diddy. That's who you are, honey. I mean, you did absolutely go after mothers who've lost their children. You weaponized them. We all saw it. We all witnessed it. We all heard it. You did do porn revenge. You planned it out. It was on your lives. You even said, it's there. You absolutely did. And can't back out now. You did it. It's just maybe handle it a little bit better now. I don't know what to tell you. But I could tell you that going and claiming that it's our fault if somebody does something drastic, it's not. It's not our it's not our issue at all. And I could tell you in those calls what you hear is you hear everybody telling on everybody else. Now Anne did take accountability for certain things that she did. I will say that. So we have two that have actually done that, which is Sassy and Anne. And a few others I won't mention, but those two, because they were very vocal and on panel, so forth and so on. Anne was. Or just, I'm not sure how is it Perp tries to deny any of it or take any accountability when you gave the go ahead to Levitt to release it. People remember that? Hey, past. And started up lives to go over said pictures. Sat in your Discord with it. And now want to act like you had nothing to do with it, that it wasn't you who did it. You started that live up and sat right there doing it. You absolutely are just as guilty as the rest of them. And that's where the problem is where you don't take that accountability. You can say, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said this or that, but I didn't do this. I didn't do that. You did when you started up those lives to do it and to cover it. Absolutely. And, stop saying people are attacking Brandy when they're not attacking Brandy. That's not an attack. Asking Brandy how she can, sit there and be friends with you after you have done what you've done, I think is a fair question. It's not an attack. It's a fair question. Yeah, Cinnamon. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's true. I mean, anything that happens, there's a lot of people behind it that are victims. So, I don't know. Ooh, Mackenzie. Yeah, I know in that whole thing, though, they're definitely protecting, I don't know, are you talking about Levin? They're protecting Levin and Linda. Big time. It just makes me wonder. I think they got something on her, but, it's just my opinion. But TM needs to come on and tell what she knows, Yeah, no, Tango, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel bad. I don't either. I mean, I don't want anybody to, do anything drastic or anything like that, but Anne didn't care when she was doing it. Just saying. And I'm going to say this: she wasn't crying until it was said that there was criminal charges being looked into. Then the tears started. Just saying. Yeah, Cinnamon. Yeah, that's true. I know Kim, but she needs to come out with more. I mean, it's in the comments too, but it's like, oh. And then it just makes me wonder, how many others are there? And then it makes you wonder because Perp and Doug hung out together all the time, right? She was a mod for him. She was in there good with him. And he was the one coming up with all this stuff. She started her channel because he was threatening to put stuff out on her. And she was saying how bad that was. How ironic, how bad that was. And then you go and do it. Give me a break. It makes you wonder, what else is there? What else is there? It might be Mackenzie. I'm not sure. I mean, do they even really feel bad? I don't. It's just one of those things. Is when you're a kid, when the kid gets caught, they don't feel bad because they did it. They just feel bad because they got caught. That's the thing. You felt bad because you got caught. Then she really feels bad because Jenna's looking into prosecution. And it's a long road, guys. It's not anything that's like go to the police department and they're going to go arrest you. It's a long road. Tara, some of us were. Some of us were. That, you know, there's consequences for your actions. Some of us were taught that. Some of us were not. I don't know. Maybe she has. Yeah. And it does get challenging to believe certain things. And, you know, like I said, if you listen to all of them and you can piece the story together really well. Really well. If you just piece it together. I was told, Mackenzie, I was told the Buckeye's probably going to disappear for a while, and that's probably what she's done, unless she's under a fake account somewhere. But I was told that she's probably going to lay low for a while. I would. Shoot, man, I would. If I was caught up in all that kind of crap, I'd be like, oh, jeez, let me just disappear off of here for a minute. Kim, I don't know if that's possible. She just seems to ramp it up more and more, you know? Because I think it was, who was it? Was it Charlie Girl? Somebody said they went, I don't remember, but somebody said they were watching, it may have been Charlie Girl, that they were watching some of her old stuff and how different she is now. It might be better if she has disappeared, yeah. I think there's a few of them that could just kind of lay low for a little bit, and it would probably be for the best. But I don't know. I mean, it just, we all know who the perpetrator was on sending out those photos. We know who it was. Yeah. Yeah, and consequences, that's, you know, that's all you can do is hope to be a better person. Put one foot in front of the other and keep going. That's all you can do. Try, or amp it up and do something even worse. And that's what we seem to see a lot of. Oh, yeah, let me just do this. You know, it's like, come on, you know? I think the thing is if you're going to apologize for something, tell the whole truth, put it all out there. Stop making up more lies. I don't know. I think in the crime community is probably not the place that you want to go and tell people about the law or what you did right or what you did wrong. Knowing information about a crime and not releasing it. Unless Perp's married to Levitt there. Is she married to him? Because that's the only get out of jail card you got free is if you're married to him, then you don't have to speak on it. It's one of those things. You're protected. Either way, y'all know what you did. Don't sit here and try to make anybody feel bad because somebody wants to scream out the I'm going to end it, card. That's just not how that works. That'll get you a nice ride into the loony bin for a little bit, though. I'm just saying. Get you a nice little ride. Yeah, I know, it's illegal. It absolutely is, but Brooke tried to say it wasn't. She didn't break no laws. Yeah, that's Ann, you poor gal. That's Ann. She played a whole part in it. You know, sharing those pics and all that kind of stuff. And they did, you know. And she was all upset because, you know, Buckeye showed the pictures and she wasn't aware that Buckeye had showed the pictures. So Buckeye was trying to get her to take the full blame for it, blah, blah, blah. It was crazy. So she was upset about it when she found out. She was really upset when she found out Buckeye threw her under the bus. That's what really tipped her, you know? And to use, I don't know, to use your situation as like a get out of jail free card doesn't work either. Just saying. Mackenzie, right? Well, I mean, you know, she's gonna do what she's gonna do. Just have mercy, guys. Have mercy. I understand everybody goes through rough things in life. We all do. We all do, right? We all do. But it's not a get out of jail free card. We don't get to go and do horrible things to people and then use that as a way to try to make excuses for you. Well, hopefully she does. Rise from the ashes. Yeah, dang. Well, you could have seen that call. Yeah, it was something, all right. I don't know. Pigeon with the shits. I know. It was really funny when that clip. Oh my gosh. She told Mrs. D those little pigeon videos. They don't bother me. They're just stupid. Girl, that bothers you. It bothers you, obviously. I would say that bothers you. Why else would you want them taken down? If they don't bother you, then why would you demand that somebody take them down? Shoot, it don't bother you, so no need to take it down. And how do you think that could even be leverage for you? Sit there and say, you know, you take those down, I won't say anything else. Huh. Pigeons aren't smart birds. Nobody ever said they were smart. I mean, nobody said they were stupid either. They get one message to another, though. They fly up in the air and shit everywhere. The shit on your car is probably from a pigeon, you know? Just saying. Well, she's only going to be able to smell like smoke from her left hand. I just don't know how she's walking around carrying everything and still smoking with that hand, with one good hand. I don't know. Kim, you need to offer up your hand. I mean, I guess, she could just ask her for just the hand, not the whole arm. Oh, you saw her eyebrow. She's in there with her eyebrows on fleek at the hospital. I don't know. She had a nice little head cover on. Probably because so she didn't have to do her hair, I guess, you know. I do. I wear a hat, so I don't have to fix my hair. They were kind of dark eyebrows, weren't they? They were dark. They were dark. They were dark eyebrows. Well, Sharpies do come in other colors too. Kim. You've offered your arm, now you're taking it back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Look, there's some, and I'm not trying to be mean, but there's people over there that could use some appendages, you know? I mean, they need legs, they need arms, they need hands now. Oh, she might be. She might be harassing her behind the scenes. I don't know. She sure did come up. She was really upset. Blocked you. Well, that's the big thing. You always get blocked. You know. Hell, I'm not even subbed over there, so I don't even know. I'm probably blocked too. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I know the CJ and Charlie Girl got blocked over there. That's right. Charlie Girl's like, can you see my comment? Why are you asking me if you can see the comments? Well, because you delete people. You block people all the time, you know? I think it's a good question. That's true, Kim. You got to go with somebody who would appreciate your arm, you know? There'd be nothing worse than an ungrateful person receiving your arm. You know, though, if you're right-handed, I wouldn't give up my right arm. I could give you my left arm, but it might look kind of awkward for somebody who needed a right arm. They're going around with two lefts. That would work on the legs, though, because, you know, they always say people who can't dance have two left feet. Now's your chance. Two left feet. You know, Vintage said she'd give her, you know, a leg, so give him the left one. Two left feet, you'll be good. Oh, I know. What screenshots is she even looking for, Mackenzie? What screenshots? Are you attacking Brandy? Is that what she's saying? I don't know. Oh, well, Kim, that's even all the more reason not to give up either. You know, keep the tattoos, man. So I would do. I mean, you know. So, okay, then they'd have to have two right arms, I guess. But they won't get it. They won't, you know. Oh, you deleted a bunch of them attacking Brandy, huh? Girl, you know, if she had those, she would have posted them already. They would have already been out. It'd be interesting what she does if she shows something what it is. It's always like, you know, you ever notice when they go and they pull the stuff up, here's the info. That's, you know, here's the evidence. It's like, what evidence? You know, it's always interesting. Your evidence isn't evidence. So many times it actually, y'all know, sometimes they show stuff and it just proves what the other person was saying the whole time. Well, she's going to have a hard time scrolling with that hand she can't use. Of course, Abigail's got pictures of her using it for scrolling. Well, that's not attacking, Tabby. That's not attacking. That's what I'm saying. People need to get the verbiage correct. Bashing, attacking, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's, you know, the English language people don't understand. Yeah, Mackenzie, I agree. I absolutely agree. You shouldn't. I don't think she should. I think it's a very rough situation there. I don't understand. Like I said, I don't understand any of it, how they do this, how they do that. Crazy. Yeah, well, that's true. Once you alter things, nobody can believe anything you put out anyways. Think about all this stuff. Oh my goodness. There's so much crap. You can't even remember it all. Can't even remember it all. You're caught up in the P revenge situation. Caught up in the let's attack, weaponize somebody's grief. Unspeakable grief, you know? Nah, she doesn't. You know she doesn't. Right, Soup? Exactly. Don't put words in there. You're interjecting words that don't belong. Oh, English is one of the hardest languages to learn, they say. I believe it. I believe it now. I absolutely do. Thanks for, you know, I was thinking that I was thinking other languages were harder, but they've always said English was the hardest. It's the hardest one to learn out there. Yeah. I know, Tabby, but I don't think it's an attack. I think, you know, asking Brandy questions is legit. You can ask if you want. If she wants to answer, she can. If she doesn't, she doesn't have to. You know. But yeah, Harper did say she had proof of where Purple got the surgery story from, I guess. I don't know. That's what I was understanding. And then come to find out Gwen was Harper and she didn't know. I don't know. Oh, who's screaming? Since she's been screaming. I don't know. So what? She's been watching. Oh, well, she can watch, but Perp, I mean, is that who you talking about? Purple? Perp diddy, perp diddy, perp diddy. Listen, nobody over here is responsible for somebody else's mental well-being. None of us are responsible for your dead hand that you're using either. Just saying. Look, nothing wrong with my hands. My shoulder's a little whack, but other than that, you know, my shoulder and my hip, but I can still walk. I can still get around. I'm not going to sit there and say I got to have surgery for it, though. A drastic surgery at that. I hope it. If it's true and you had to have a drastic surgery like that, you know what? I'll send well wishes. Won't pray because you know you just reject those anyways, but I will send well wishes for you. But with that, guys, I got to get off of here. I got to get ready. It's Saturday night. I got stuff I got to go get done real quick. Well, maybe not real quick, but I got things I got to go do. I got to finish getting ready and get on out the door. Till we see y'all next time. I don't know when we'll go live again. Well, I say we. Jenna got up here, and Charlie girl, she's too busy out on a date having fun. You know. But until then, keep the YouTube streets down. I'll try to just keep, you know, carousing, watching what's going on, you know. And just know that mental health is a really serious thing. Fake cries will be taken seriously. So if you get a 5150 call at your door, and there you go. You do the crime, you got to answer up to it, right? Don't turn around and do something heinous to someone and then turn around and play victim. It's ridiculous. But y'all have a great, great day. Have a great weekend. Hopefully we can jump on maybe Monday or Tuesday. We'll see how it's going. What's going on. So y'all have a great one. We will talk to y'all later. Bye.